Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel Custom Carving and Epoxy UK, and this is an impromptu live. So I've had a bit of a TEMU haul come through. Hey Suda in chat, nice to see you. I thought I would just share it, you know. I think last time we did this it was a bit of fun. Hi Chloe, hi Steph, I hope you're all doing well. As I say, this was impromptu, so I just thought I've got this huge TEMU haul and I wanted to share it with everybody so we can all see what's in it together. So first of all, I want to make sure that you can hear me okay and that you can see. So let me know if you can hear all right and if you can see my hand in chat. Hey Jules, hope you're doing well. Yep. You can hear me and you can see my hands, so that's brilliant. And I say, I don't think we're going to get many on this because it is just a bit of a random one. I've had a bit of a haul come through and I wanted to see what we get. So a few different parcels to unbox, I suppose, and see what we've got. So I hope it's going to be a fun one. And I don't know, I might do more of these as I get them through, but it's nice to have a few of you in here as well. Jules, Chloe, Suda, Steph as well from Highland Homemade Crafts. There you go, I got it right for a change. Hey Amy, how are you? Overlicious, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, let's just get straight into this because I don't even remember what I've ordered. But I can now see the chat popping up. So I'm sharing my address there, which I probably shouldn't do. But let's see what we've got, shall we? First one, and always use scissors when you're doing this, guys, because there's always a lot of packaging and it's an absolute pain otherwise. So let's go with this first one, small one. And as you can see, 4 different parcels here, and I don't even know what I've ordered. Oh, wow. So this is another fondant mold. Look at that, though. I used to have marine fish tanks, and I really love these marine fish, and I'm thinking to do some of these pieces and put them in a bigger piece. And I think they'll look really cool. So that's going to be fun. I'm trying to find a place to keep everything separate. That way, I know what I'm going to be using in my new videos. But yeah, I'm thinking with those as well. I'm going to use some of these, what do you call them? Tiny Turners as well. And I think they'll really pop and they'll look like real marine fish, is the hope. So, that's the first one. Hey, StarCraft. I'll see you in a few minutes. But yeah, this has to be a quick one as well because I've got my girls being dropped off soon. Let's go with this one next. And I say, I genuinely don't know what I've ordered here. So, it's all going to be a surprise. It's the best way, though, with TEMU. So, that's just a bigger tray mould by the looks of it with that edge. And I think I'm going to be able to do some pretty big blooms in that. And it's got a little dot in there. So I think the idea with that one was to make some clocks. I've not done a clock yet. And I just thought a giant bloom clock or something like that would look pretty cool. So that's that one. 2 down. This one feels like it's a bit of a bigger mould. Let's have a look. Ah, I do remember ordering this one. And sorry for the rustling. You know what it's like when you get a TEMU order through. But look at that little sort of, I think they call them tiki face molds. So it's actually a plant pot. Look at that, it's quite a big one. So hopefully as my succulents grow, I can move them into these bigger pots. And I think that's going to be really cool to get some detail on and some colours. Little Tiki Flower Pot. And again, these are all from TEMU, so they weren't expensive. In fact, this one I think was free because they did that gift thing where you need to claim a gift a day. So that's looking pretty cool. More to play with. And now we've got this giant one. So there's going to be quite a bit in here, I think. Let's have a look. And this has got lots in it. And this is the exciting part for me. Wow. Hello. I forgot I'd ordered this. And I don't need to get it out, but look at that giant lion mold. Now that's going to take a lot of resin. But look at the detail on it. I'm loving that. And I think I'm going to end up painting this with micas and try and get some realistic effects in that light. Yeah, hopefully not on metal iron, Jules. But look at the detail on that. It's gorgeous. And I think that is going to be, I reckon 30 ounces of resin in that. It's going to take a lot of resin. So it's a big mold, Amy. It's a very big mold. But I think if I get it right, imagine that hanging on your wall. Amazing. Starcraft, it's great to have you here as well. Look at it. Oh, can't wait to do that one. I might be doing that tonight. Do you ever get that feeling when you get a new mold through, you just have to do it straight away? And hopefully, Jules that's in chat, hopefully you're going to get that feeling soon, because my mold is on its way to you. And I did another one for me, so I'm going to test that out as well, which is my upgraded crystal edge mold. And look at that. Homemade as well. Looks amazing. So I can't wait to try that out myself. So there's that one. I might even try Eco Pour in that lion. I don't know yet. Right, next one. I don't know what this is. I still don't know what it is, so I'm going to have to get it out. It looks, it's some kind of animal. And I don't want to be crude, but I don't know. What is it? It could, I don't know. I honestly don't know what this is. I think it is an animal of some sort. So again, I'm going to have to pour that just to see what it is. Could be a cat, maybe. Yeah, I think it could be a cat. I don't know. So we've got that. Could be a bear. I don't know. But it looks like it's got boobies. Now, I don't know why, but that's what that looks like in the centre to me. So maybe, hi Yvonne, nice to see you as well. So maybe it's a cat with boobies. I don't know. We're going to pour that as well at some point and find out together. So we'll see. But do you know what? That's part of the fun as well. Do you know when you can't remember? I'm one of those people that I don't want to go back through my order to see what they are. I'd rather just pour them and find out. This one, again, it looks big. I think I might need to order another 2 gallons of resin at this rate. Let's have a look. And sorry for the rustling, guys. Oh, this is amazing. This is, I think it's a dragon in an egg. I think it's a big egg. Look at the size of that. I mean, these are my hands. I've not got the biggest of hands, but it's a full hand size. And it looks like it's like a dragon egg with the dragon head popping out. So I'm really excited to try that one. What do you think? And it's so hard. Oh, Diane's got that mold. Done it already. It's awesome. It is a big one, Suda. Look. So I'm looking forward to that. It looks to me, I would guess about 10 ounces, but I don't know. I would guess that is probably about the same as a skull. So that's going to be cool. And as I say, I love the scale effect on the inside of that. Again, I'd probably use some tiny turners on that and see what happens. So there's that one. We're getting through it. We're getting through. Oh, this one's smaller. Diane's saying that one takes close to 12 ounces. So there we go. It's a lot of resin. But you know what? These bigger molds, although they take up more resin, they're amazing usually, the detail in them. And actually, you're going to want to make sure that you can display them. This is like a little rose, I think. Look inside there. Look at the detail on that. So again, beautiful. Scott says it's a chicken head with... Could be, I don't know. We'll find out. A chicken head popping out of a dragon egg. This is looking like a little flower of some sort. And don't get me wrong, when you buy them from places like TEMU, they're not going to be as good as places like InterResin. Because InterResin's molds, I haven't found any molds that beat them, if I'm being honest. And I've got an order of them that's being shipped as we speak. So I'm looking forward to that. But these ones are just a bit of fun, you know. Most molds on TEMU cost under a £5. and you'll get probably 10 good pours out of them before they start to sort of deteriorate usually. But if you want the quality ones, then go to TEMU Resin, you know, because their molds last forever. Right, ooh. Here's another one, and I don't know what this is either. Dijinjiju, apparently. And I haven't even had a drink, but that's what it sounded like to me. This, I think, is a flower pot. And again, it's just from TEMU, so it won't have cost an awful lot of money. But again, it looks like a decent sized mould. And sorry for the rustling. This is a flower pot. And I've seen some similar ones done with EcoPore that came out amazing. So that's the base. And that is your lid. Now, I don't think it's as nice as the ones that I've seen. And I think they were, who were they? I think they were, is it Nicole and Boone in Australia? And they were amazing. I think this is TEMU's version of those. But again, it should be a pot. That should be a lid. And the two should go together. So that's going to be interesting because to me, they don't even look like they're the same size. And this is always the risk with TEMU. But we'll find out, you know. It's going to be an interesting experiment, that one. What else have we got? Have we still got anybody in chat, first of all? Because I haven't seen any comments for a while. Don't know. Have you all gone or are you still there? Well, I don't think we've got much more to go through now. I've got this box. Oh, Diane's still here. Nice to still have you. There we go. And if you haven't watched it, guys, go back and watch Tuesday's live with Claire and Wendy. It was amazing. You know, I really loved it. And I think it was 2 hours, but it felt like 10 minutes. It was like literally being with your friends and having a chat. So I think it was an amazing live. We've got Rev Critter on this Tuesday as well. Thanks, Diane. Yeah, it's nice to catch one that is actually live. I don't normally do them at this time, if I'm being honest. It was just the fact that I've had this TEMU order and I thought, do you know what? Let's share it with everybody. Hi, Dancing in the Rain. I believe you're from South Africa. Is it South Africa? Okay, let's have a look at this one. Now this is just something that I saw. It's not really to do with resin, but I will be using it on another mould. Hi Chippy, nice to have you with us. And yes, I know you're a lady before you ask again. Yeah, Rev Critter's coming on Tuesday, Jules, so that should be great. And look at this. This is a giant amethyst, you know. And the thing is, I think this cost £12, but look at that. I couldn't say no. You know, I've got a small, tiny one that I used for my Crystal Edge mould, and that cost me about £12 off Amazon. And this, to me, it looks like a genuine amethyst. And look at the size of that. That is stunning for £12. And again, I'm probably going to use that because look at the size of these bigger crystals in another mould. Hi, Eccentric by Design. Nice to have you. Look at it. What do you think? Do you think that was worth £12? It's a gorgeous piece of amethyst. And I'm going to use that to make another mould. Definitely going to make another Crystal Edge mould with these bigger crystals because I think that would give us a different effect on the edge. So there we go. And that's it. That's that TEMU order done. So we've got that. Let me know which piece is your favourite and I'll probably do a video on it this weekend. So they can be really expensive, Diane. And that's why when I saw it, I thought I'm going to try it just to see if it's real amethyst. And to me, I'm not a geologist, but it looks real. The crystals feel real. It feels like a rock. So yeah, you want to make one of my molds, Chippy? Well, go for it, is what I say. You saw it took me 7 attempts, but got there in the end. And now I've got that blank. It's a lot easier. So I'm actually going to be doing a video on that as well. Now I've got the blanks because I've just made 2, one for me and one for Jules. Look, and I think it looks a lot more professional now than the first one. So this was the first calamity. with the cheap silicone from TEMU. And then for this one, I actually used the proper, well, I'll say the proper silicone, but an official silicone from TEMU Resin. And I think it's come out beautiful. So we'll see on that. Chloe's saying that the rose pot turns out beautiful. So again, looking forward to trying that. And that's the great thing, you know. This probably all cost me about £30, but it's going to keep me going probably for a month's worth of videos, you know. So this is the flower pot as well, just so you can see that again, which should go like that, hopefully. We've got the little baby bloom. We've got the larger tray, which I think is going to be for a clock. I just need to get some hands. We've got the Marine Life fondant, which I'm really looking forward to playing with that because, as I say, I used to have 4 marine fish tanks in my living room in my old house, and I really miss having them. So if I can create some artwork to go on the wall to remind me of those, and these little clownfish in orange and white are going to be stunning. So there's those. This cat with boobies, we're going to have to find out what it turns out like. Then we've got the giant lion. And I'm going to get this out because I want to show you this. Because when I saw it, I saw the detail and I couldn't say no. So let's get this one out whilst you're all here. But I'm going to try and show you the detail. You can see the fur-like texture. Look at it. All right, Diane's voting for the lion. Could be a cat on a cat, I don't know. But I don't know if you can see that detail, even the fur texture. So if I get this right, I think it could be one of my favourite pieces. And I'm thinking lots of different shades of yellow, sand, orange, all around the mane. And then obviously keeping the fur one particular colour. Look at it though. Imagine that on the wall. That is going to be stunning. So, and this one was a little bit more expensive. I'll be honest. I think I spent £15 on this. But if I was ever going to sell a piece this size with 30 ounces of resin, it's not going to be a cheap piece, you know. So you want a good quality mould. And actually, providing this is level, I'm just going to put it down, which it looks pretty level. I think we'll get a great piece out of that. So yeah, which one do you want me to do first? And I'll try and do it this weekend. Let me know. And I'm going to go with the majority, so I'm waiting for the chat. Do we want the flower pot? Do we want the little teeny weeny flower? Do we want the cat with what looks like boobies? Do we want something marine orientated with these, or the lion? Everybody's saying lion. Okay, that is my challenge for this weekend. Oh, we've got a flower pot. We've got to vote for the flower pot. But I think I'm going to do the lion. I'm not going to do it on this live. But it's up to you guys. I don't mind doing it on a live if you want. Or I can just do it as a normal video, which will come out in a couple of weeks. But if I did it live, it's probably going to be, looking at this mould and the detail I want to get in, it's going to be 2 hours of me painting micas onto a mould. So I'd probably suggest that you're better off me doing it as a normal video. But yeah, I'm gonna do that lion hopefully this weekend. If not, I've got some time booked off work later on in the month where I'm gonna try and do every mould that I haven't done yet. So I've got a lot of molds that I haven't used yet, and that's going to be really exciting. I'm just looking at some of the pigment paste I've got at the side as well. That's going to look amazing in the lion. Honeycomb. That looks naturally like the colour of a lion's coat. So that's an option. I've got bee's nest at the side of me as well. Again, a slightly darker one. So what I'm thinking is we could actually mix and match those in the main, hopefully. And then do a different colour for the face and the eyes. But we're going to do that. That should be out. I'm only about 4 or 5 weeks ahead. Well, probably 3 weeks ahead now. So you'll see that in a few weeks on the channel. But thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to flip it around now so you actually get to see my face as well. So bear in mind that I've just finished work, so it is what it is. There we go. How are we all doing? Okay, so Amy's going for the lion as well. So I think the lion wins on the votes, and I'm going to get it done. So that'll be done this weekend. Thank you all for being here on this unscheduled live. I just thought it'd be a fun live to do. Diane's taking a break at work, so perfect timing for her. But no, I'm going to get them done. You can probably see the bags under my eyes from work. It's been a long day, a long week, and I'm going to get this resin project started. So thanks everyone for being here. Give it a thumbs up, share it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Do not forget though, Tuesday, be here. We've got Rev Critter on the show, 8 p.m. UK time this Tuesday for the Q&A live. And if you haven't watched the one with Wendy and Claire, what are you doing? You know, you need to go back and watch that. It was hilarious. I actually had my new lady friend appear in the live and pretty much put my foot in my mouth as well. So it's an entertaining watch is what I'll say. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you all on the next video.